Opportunities in life knock twice. You don't have to sacrifice your morals and integrity to get what you want out of life. This is what we can gather from the Katt Williams interview. Gary Owens had a candid discussion about how he was presented with a proposition that he was delighted to refuse. Let's take a listen.
That's why you haven't crossed over. You've been consistently you, and that's why you haven't quote unquote crossed over. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, I'm not gonna get into it, but I've been I was in an awkward situation one time where I can't say for 100% this person was trying to make me do something, casting couch type deal, but it felt like it. And I was like, is this that point where I've always heard, would you suck a dick for $1 million? And I was thinking to myself, and I was in this office in this room going, well, I'm about to answer this question. And the answer was no, I wouldn't. So now I listen, I can't say for 100% that's where it was going, but it felt like it. It felt like it. You got to be in the room to feel it. And I was like, oh, this dude is really coming on to me. Like, this is happening in real life. And the dude did it, and it always remained nameless. I think he was feeling me out. Like, is this dude? And this was years ago. I was young in the game, but I was just like, wait a minute, is this happening right now? I was like, oh my god. And then I was like, I made sure I made it very clear I like women. I'm not going that route. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna get into it, but I was wondering. I was like, ooh, is this happening to me right now in real life? So I think Katt was saying I haven't sold my soul, and that's why I haven't crossed over. I think the reason I quote unquote haven't crossed over like that, there's various reasons. I've had TV deals in the past. I walked away from a pilot at Fox because I agreed to this show with Fox. I met with all these showrunners who were writers, and I picked these two guys, and everything about this pilot was racial, and it was a lot of Jewish jokes in it too. And I go, we were basing the sitcom out of Indianapolis. I was a garbage truck driver, and the base of the show was, I was married to a black girl, and we had mixed kids, but my circle was everybody on the back of the dump truck with me, the garbage truck, and they had a Jewish guy in my crew. There was like 3-4 of us, 2 guys in the truck, 2 guys on the back, and that was like my core, my boys. But one was like a Jewish dude, and I was like, wait a minute, this is Indianapolis. I grew up in the Midwest. There's not like Jewish guys on the back of garbage trucks with yarmulkes. At least I've never seen it. I could be wrong, but not in Indianapolis and not in Cincinnati, Midwest. And there was a lot of Jewish jokes, there was a lot of racial jokes, because I remember I was reading a script, and at one point somebody said, I just got done having sex with my wife, and in the show it'd be like me and her in the bedroom, and then we cut away and we come back, and I'm in the bathroom mirror standing there, so you're implying that we just slept together. And then I look back at her and I was like, yeah, once you go white, you know it's right, or something like that. It was like this goofy rhyme, and I go, my wife would stab me if I said something like that. I was like, what? So anyways, I walked away from this Fox deal, and even the powers that be at Fox at the time was like, Gary, just no, say yes to this. We'll get to the pilot, and then you'll have more say of what you can and cannot say. And I said, I can't do that. I was like, if I agree to this, I was like, and this is before cancel culture was around. I said I'd be canceled. I was like, don't cancel me. And it ain't gonna be the writer's fault. It ain't gonna be the director's fault. It's gonna be me. The lead of this show is all falling on me.
As you heard, Gary Owens was the type of guy who did not just go along with anything to get along. His story about working with a network that wanted him to portray racist undertones showed that he wasn't going for that. Gary did what was best for him, and we see the results today. What do you think? Would you suck a peen for $1 million? Or would you find a way where you can fulfill your dreams and not have to compromise your moral compass, whatever it may be for your life? I mean, some people would, and that works for them. But the point is to already make the decision on what you will do, and follow the path. Thanks for watching this video and stick around to enjoy more of our content on the channel.